he wasn't a celebrity before this whole COVID situation, but he became one, was Dr. Fauci, you know?
Yeah. He might be grouped with AOC, just like this politician / authority figure who's also a celebrity.
Yeah.
So, and I think that there's like several
And
of
a
them
god,
like that right now.
like people, you know, those like Catholic Christian candles that you get with like Jesus or Mary.
He's on them.
He's on them, and him and some of these other people. But definitely, and I remember people would be like, "Oh, like Fauci's my god. Like I love worshiping Fauci." And it's just like, even if a doctor cured me of cancer, he's not my god. Like, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like I'm indebted to you to some extent, but you're not my god. I don't owe you my like attention.
I
like,
saw
in that level. You don't owe anyone that, even like a sibling or your spouse. Like, we are all equal to each other.
No, and you shouldn't be canceled for having that mindset either.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of Fauci saying, he's speaking about himself in the third person, saying, a threat against Dr. Fauci is a threat to science
Threat
itself.
against science. Yeah.
Okay. A, he's speaking in the third person. That's not like someone else saying that as a joke. He's actually saying that. And B, what? He's not the face of science. Could we even call him a scientist at this point? I mean, the purpose of science is to pursue truth. And it seems like he is not pursuing truth, that it's more to preserve a certain narrative. And just the way he's speaking like that, it's so black and white and super passive aggressive. And I don't like the tone behind it at all. No. I got to find that clip though. We won't play it, but
that's a really good clip. I forgot about that one. Yeah. But I mean, in that moment, he's definitely, I mean, so this is someone who has made a lot of money with the federal government, highest paid federal government official in the US. And you know what? He hasn't been a celebrity before this. No one knew who he was. I think that if you look into his, I don't want to get too much in a rabbit hole, but if you look at his history, I think that he always wanted to kind of have this moment with his career, and now he has, and he's totally taken advantage of it. I mean, imagine being a nerdy, tiny little Italian man, scientist, doctor type, and then all of a sudden you are 80 and you become a celebrity and people have candles of you like a god. Yeah, that's going to go to your ego, and you're going to say stuff like, oh, I am the science.
Took a year.
Yeah, but that just shows, I mean, he wasn't
I am science.
He wasn't like this kid celebrity like Miley Cyrus or Kendall Jenner or some of these other people. Like, he was in the shadow of the public eye for most of his life, and he's just as bad as some of these other people, maybe worse. You know,
it's gotten to his head. Yeah, I think
it just shows how fast, you know, how we are so weak by ourselves, and our ego is so weak. We constantly have to have either ourselves checking it or someone close to us checking our egos, because otherwise, you know,
like if you notice anything with me ever, I know I have trust in you that you will step in and say, hold on, dial it down. Let's like chat about this. I don't know if Fauci's getting that or not, but maybe he does need a little bit of an intervention. And on the other hand, say someone who's complete opposite, who had a very similar jolt of fame and jolt of popularity and audience growth, was Jordan Peterson. Yet he didn't start saying, I am science, or I am the face of psychology. He didn't do that. He understood that he needed to remain calm, that that's what he's trained to do, is be a scientist who's able to stay level-headed, who is in pursuit of science and in pursuit of logic and reason and truth and rationality, and not let it go to his head and get, I don't know, stuck in this whole fandom.
I totally agree. That's a great example.